light has gone out, and then we've looked at everything. Dimmer works, bulb works, it's getting current, the cable works, and then we plug it all back in together, and then the light's fine. But it's happened like 15 times that every light I've looked at that's gone out, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Said break a leg.
Someone wrote it.
Irving did it.
Like just literally, just now we were up in the black box rehearsing, and it was weird because Joe and I at the start of our practice had like set up something and like had hid from Chelsea, so when she walked in we like were rattling stuff and scaring her, and she screamed, so we were like, oh, that's funny. So we started rehearsal, and we're at the end, and we're at this part where Joe's actually about to walk out the door and slam the door behind him, and we hear this slam, and I look up and Joe hasn't touched the door. So Joe and I literally just ran out both doors to see what it had been, and the door had slammed and there was no one in sight. Like, we went into the theater, we went down the hall, and there was no way it could have been the wind because the wind was blowing in the opposite direction.
And if I need a rhythm, I'm gonna beat to my heart and listen.
That who died in the beams, and now he's our theater ghost. He was here in like the 70s, and I think it was some sort of, it was like a suicide story where his girlfriend had dumped him and he was in the show and he hung himself on closing night, something like that.
Picture of me taking a picture. Ram-a-lam-a, bang, bang, flash, bang, big bang, bing, bong, bing.
Yeah, keep going. And that's where he's believed to live. Down here. This is where he apparently died. He hung himself off this. And you can see down there the actual theater. Here's the box. In here, it is believed Irving messed up the lights, the sounds before for shows. There's like ventilation systems. You can see everything. On the console, we've had reports. Those are, oh, that's wrong, sorry, right there. Those are little valves that show the pressure. The valves get too high. What Tripp was talking about earlier, these things are going back and forth. Now they're controlled by magnets, and ghosts are said to have had electromagnetic fields. So.
Close the mind down, stitch a seam across the eye. If you can be good, you live forever. If you're bad, you'll die when you die. Hearing only one true note on the one and only sound.
We had two things just this year with the theater superstitions, which is sometimes linked to ghosts, saying the word Macbeth in a theater. I'm still freaked out to say it. Is highly, highly superstitious and terrible. Just this past year, one of our crew members said it during a run of a show, and the couch just completely broke while people were sitting on it. The leg shattered, and it was absolutely terrifying. In another show, as in somebody broke their ankle after they said it. So it's pretty real. Good luck with that, finding those evil spirits that are around.